Well, there it is. Welcome to Will We Unban Legolas. This is a map created by Nick, specifically in mind of those Will We Unban challenges. So, Legolas gets 2 attempts. We'll have to remake the map after the first attempt, I believe, unless it's a restart. Effectively, this is like a micro simulator where you must stay alive against the waves, and you have abilities. But you must use those abilities very wisely because you only have so much health and mana. And there's 20 waves, I think. So this is effectively Legolas's practice run. And then the next time he gets a real deal. You start the wave by typing ready. So the first one is a Felguard, charging straight in. Reasonable damage. Now the abilities that Legolas has, as far as I understand, are evasion, which is an activatable, so I think you have a chance to dodge the next attack within 0.5 seconds or something. Then there's this ability which is like an AoE, so it does massive explosions around him. And I'm not sure what his other ability is, because I've only played this map, I think, once a while ago just to test it. So this would be his AoE ability. And that does exactly half the damage of these guys. They've got mana burn, they're doing massive damage. So you need to use your ability twice there on them. And take, like, no hits. So blow up, run away, blow up. It's all about working out the best ability strategy versus the incoming waves. Now we have the Infernal Machine. High damage, but a dodgeable projectile. Nick says he can kill them with once if he aims them right. What's once, Nick? Okay, so she's got blink and drain life. Oh. So she blinks and then drains life. I think Legolas had some sort of silence ability there. There's an AoE spell. With one AoE you can kill them. Ah, do you have to do it at a distance then? So it sort of like waves onto them as they're chasing into you. Rain of Fire hits hard, bro, and very far as well. So that was his other ability, which is to go into Metamorphosis to deal with a big old Eredar Warlock. So he seems quite tricky to deal with, this guy. Because even if you run away, you're probably going to get hit by a couple of ticks on that. So now you got 2 of those Felguards to deal with. It does progressively get more difficult as far as I understand. He's just trying to understand what's coming. You may have bugged it though now. Alright, Nick. You may remake. So the map is called The Challenge. It's just a simple idea, really. Because I can't keep making people fight versus computers every time, because sometimes the computers are so dumb. The game goes on for hours because the computer can't work out how to kill them. Croyville thinks he's not getting unbanned today. It does seem quite tough. Yeah, oh, I'll just fight him at 50%. Yeah, that went well for me last time, didn't it? You might need to re-invite me, Nick. It didn't do anything when I clicked accept. Possibly because there's only 1 player spot. And it won't be able to invite me into the game unless I can be that player. Is my assumption. because it just won't invite people into Observer naturally. You have to pick Observer. Yeah, I reckon I'm right. Ideally, it would just automatically put you in the referee team. Alright, when you're ready, start us off. Legolas is like the type to play a map 1,000 times, so you have to sort of sneak a map up on him. Otherwise, you could end up sort of giving him a map to play that he's already beaten 1,000 times before. See, don't give any ideas. Overclock says Skeletal Annihilation. That's fine. But now he'll go and practice Skeletal Annihilation until he's perfected it. Okay. When he's ready, he'll start dash ready, but we'll give him a moment to work out his abilities again. He's going for it. So, here comes the Felguard. I'm sure he's got like an evasion type ability, but I can't see it. Takes 200 damage. Now it's the AoE. So, oh, right. That did go bad at that time. So you have to activate it and then run, because it keeps blowing up on where you're positioned. Evasion, dodge all damage for 0.66 seconds. 2-second cooldown, 50 mana cost. Yeah, there you go. I think that's what you have to use versus the Felguard. This is the tricky one, yeah. Keep running, almost. Ah, there's the silence. She hits quite hard, so you can't really afford to keep running away. This is almost getting worse for him. You just go to kill her. Not sure what the best answer versus her is. Kill her quickly in silence. Ah, there you go. Oh, he hits so hard though. 500 to 500 damage. Well, he's got that little bit further this time. In comes the Felguards. 2 of them though. I was wondering if he was going to go with the AoE. Or is it still better to try to do the evasion? And stack up the Felguards to attack on the same. I'll check the details. Immolation's only, what, 100 mana was it? I'm not sure. 50 mana for the evasion. Don't know how much the immolation is. Yeah, you'll have to do 2 immolations here, for sure. I'm not sure what wave it is. There's no scoreboard as far as I know. Imagine if it was like in Doom where you could get the monsters to hurt each other. That's a good idea. Keep the Felguard close. I'd still take the Felguard down first though. Bit late on those evasions. They need to be preemptive. I mean, Stylo pretty much is the enemy a lot of the time. So that seems to make sense. Oh, she's really nasty. Just wipe her out as fast as possible. And then that life drain, what can you do? You have to save that silence for when she casts it, I think. Would it be better to use the Rune of Health after Immolations run out, or the Metamorphosis? That's his last Metamorphosis. I think you get 2 of them in total. Good splash damage. Oh boy. Run like the wind. No chance. Thus, we have a conclusion. Legolas will not be unbanned just yet. But a good second attempt nonetheless. So that's Nick's map. A good map to use for these kind of situations. I'll include it in the video description below, if you want to check it out for yourself and see if you can beat the map. But I think it's pretty hard. I only tried it like a couple of times and I struggled.
Hi.
Not even going to leave a friendly message. I'm just going to whack that in front of my face. I use Simtones. Thank you very much for requesting that map, Simtones. I'll take a look at that in a moment. So there you go. That's the challenge for Legolas. That will teach him to go AFK in WTiii. So again, most people were like, oh, why did he get unbanned? Because I didn't see. Watch the WTiii video if you haven't, and it will make sense.